Leviticus chapter 4, verses 13 through 14. If the whole community of Israel, errs inadvertently, and without even being aware of it, violates any of the Lord's prohibitions, and thus are guilty, when the wrong that was committed becomes known, the community shall offer a bull of the herd as a purification offering. They shall bring it before the tent of meeting. Alright, so in this verse, God is telling Moses how each person should make a offering or sacrifice so that they could be forgiven of their sins, whether it's a priest, whether if it's the whole community as a whole. And this is the part where God explained to Moses. He said that the whole community of Israel errs inadvertently and without even being aware of it violates any of the Lord's prohibitions and there's guilty. Meaning that when the whole community sins as a whole, they had to offer a bull. They had to, whenever what they have done becomes known, because the verse says, when the wrong that was committed becomes known, then they shall offer a bull. The community shall offer a bull of the herd as a purification offering. They shall bring it before the tent of meeting. So God is telling Moses, when they all commit sin, they had to wait until until the sin becomes known, and then they have to offer a bull. Now, something that we can learn is that in the same way that God is speaking to Moses about when the whole community sins, why now we should be speaking about how we are all sinners. We are all sinners, in the same way that God was telling Moses to that the people should do these things when they all sin. And in the end, even if it's just a little sin, we've all sinned. And just like God said in Genesis 8:21, we are born with an evil heart. We are evil from youth. So no matter what we do, no matter what we think, in the end, we are all as unworthy of Jesus and his death as the rest of the world. None of us is with sin, in the same way that Jesus pointed out to the Pharisees and made known when they were trying to condemn the adulterous woman in the Gospel of John. I think it was John 8 or something, or John 4, something like that. But we can learn that in the same way that they had to make known what they had done and then offer the sacrifice, then offer the same sacrifice with a bull, we are all sinners. But when we make known what we have done to God, he is faithful and just to forgive us and purify us from all righteousness, because Jesus is the same sacrifice for all of us. In the same way that the bull was the same sacrifice that they should all offer, God already made that sacrifice, and through Jesus' death we can all be forgiven. So in the same way that the Israelites had to offer the same sacrifice, Jesus is the same sacrifice for us so that we be forgiven. So in Jesus' name.